What's going on, family? I promised you guys a video this week on my key takeaways from Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and just overall the internet, social media, and how it's been going lately, all in general. So first, I want to give you my key takeaways on Black Friday, and then I'm going to get into how TikTok is really kind of changed everything now, and what you need to do to be able to prepare for these next couple of holidays and so forth and so on, to actually be ready to make money on those actual particular days. So first of all, my key takeaways from Black Friday and Cyber Monday is that things have changed a lot. Things have changed a lot, right? Now we're in a feast or famine type of deal. Everybody can't make money anymore the way that they used to. It's not just as easy as just posting a post and just hoping that everything just goes right. It's all about like familiarity. It's all about the influencers or affiliates that people know, that people rock with. Just regular affiliates are just not cutting it anymore. You have to really dig deep in order to find the right kind of affiliates, and it's all based on you and the scripts that you use. So I told you guys I'm gonna start having some scripts, making you guys understand how scripts are. And for the most part, scripts that you guys need to be given to affiliates should be emotion based. It should not be about the product. Understand, people don't buy products, they buy experiences. So the scripts that you're giving to affiliates should have an experience behind it. So think about it like this: people don't care about the product. When people buy products, they buy products because they want the experience that person that's advertising the product is talking about, right? So for instance, if they're talking about something where their man was acting crazy or jealous or anything like that, they're associating that feeling with that product. That's the only reason they buy that product, because they're saying, I want my man to act like that, or even if it's a man, and a girl is all over him or whatever the case may be, he's associating that smell, that feeling with, okay, this cologne creates this type of, reaction to a woman. So they're buying that product simply because the reaction that the person is saying that they're getting from this particular woman. So that's the first thing you got to understand when it comes down to picking the right affiliate. You have to pick the type of affiliate that's going to resonate with your product. And you got to give them a script that looks like they actually could actually be in that situation for real, right? So that's number one. It's about picking the right affiliate. So to go back to my key takeaways, the people that won this year with Black Friday and Cyber Monday, they had affiliates and scripts in place that made sense. They had affiliates that people were familiar with, like I said, including myself, and a lot of my students as well. And they had the type of scripts that actually resonated with that particular affiliate. So when those affiliates advertised the sales on TikTok Shop, meaning 30% off or, however percent off that they had, it was a no-brainer for people to buy. People are already in the spirit of buying during this time. So any type of discount, people are just ready to fly out their pockets, right? But the people that did not have affiliates in place, they are the ones that did not eat this Black Friday and Cyber Monday. That's why I said it's like a feast or famine thing now. So that's how Black Friday and Cyber Monday went. So let me tell you why it went like that and how you guys can fix it. This is how you get in a position to be where I was and some of my other students and everybody else that understands how social media works now, and particularly TikTok Shop. All right, so let's go back to the origin of what was going on. TikTok Shop used to have something called the golden era. And the golden era was anywhere between a few years ago all the way up until about 6 months ago, when they were getting ready to sell, when they was trying to make TikTok Shop sell to an American, agency or whatever. So they did do that. But the problem was TikTok, the main reason they tried to make it seem like it was about, security and all of that, that's not what it was about. What it was about is that Meta, which is Facebook ads, made over $600 billion last year from Facebook ads. Facebook don't give away free sales. Free views, right? But guess what? TikTok was giving away free views for the past 4 and 5 years. That's why they called it the golden era. But guess what? TikTok said they looked at their numbers on the money that they make from ads, because it's not a lot of people that was running ads on TikTok Shop, right? People were running ads, Facebook ads, because TikTok was a free platform. You can just post a video and it was a chance that it would go viral just like that. And most people was making money off of just viral videos. Affiliates was able to just post videos. You didn't even have to be that good. You'll get better and better and better. But anyway, Meta made $600 billion and TikTok Shop only made $6 billion. So they said, nah, we want some of this. We want some of this. We want a piece of that pie, right? So what they did was they killed really, really normal virality, okay? So it's not that it's dead, but they limited it. The reason why they limited it is because they wanted more people to run something called GMV ads, all right? So I know you guys see GMV when it comes to, it doesn't say revenue no more on TikTok like it's saying like Shopify. It says GMV. GMV ads is pretty much an AI, it's AI ads. So basically said, you guys don't need ads managers no more to run your ads. GMV ads are smarter than ads managers. So we're going to have AI run your ads. And it's so easy to just set up the GMV Max ads. This is the problem though. GMV Max ads don't spend unless the video has already gained some traction and got some sales. All right. So this is where the oxymoron is at, is because normal videos now, it's hard to get traction for those sales, right? It's hard to get traction. So because it's harder to get traction, it's harder to get GMV ads to actually spend on that particular video. So you got to post so many videos and hope that you get some sort of traction so that GMV Max ads can pick it up and actually start spending on it. Because you can literally put in your ROAS that you want. You can say, I want a 2, I want a 3, I want a 4. Now, maybe you may not get to that 4, right? But you'll definitely get to that 3. But in order to get to that 3, you got to have videos that GMV Max ads can actually spend on. And the only way to do that is for the videos to start getting some sales. How are you going to do that when you don't have any the virality is limited, right? So this is what's happening. The big affiliates are now messing with the companies that actually got sales. The companies that got sales are messing with the affiliates that are bigger. So now they're cooperating with each other. That's why it was a feast or famine thing. It's because companies that already had sales were attractive to the big affiliates that already knew how to sell. So a company that got sales already, not even really rocking with affiliates that don't know how to sell, because they know they're not going to make videos that's going to go viral, which means that GMV ads are not going to pick them up. Okay, right? So now affiliates are not looking to advertise for businesses that don't get sales, because they know they're going to make videos for nothing, right? Because that product don't get any traction either. So you got to have traction as a business owner, and you got to have experience in sale as an affiliate for us to pick each other, right? That's the reason why it was sink or swim, okay? That's why it was feast or famine. That's why some people won, some people don't. So I guess you say, Mike, how do we fix that? How do we fix that? Well, I already fixed it, right? And that's the reason why me and my students were able to eat on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, is because when we build brands now, I already told you that what we have is a group of dedicated buyers. When we start your brand, when we launch your brand, we build your brand, whether we do it for you or whether we do it with you. At the end of that process, when it's all set and ready to run, we have our dedicated buyers go into your shop and like, comment, share, save, purchase, and review your product, right? What that does, it starts to give TikTok the knowledge that traction is coming to the company. Then they started sending more like-minded people that's liable to come back and do the same thing. We're creating our own virality. We're creating our own traction. Not only that, now you got 10, they're gonna go in your store and they're gonna leave 4 and 5 star reviews. Now you got 5-star review, you got 10 5-star reviews sitting in there. So now when the new customers start to come, they see you got 5-star reviews. What do people do when they come look for products? They look for reviews, right? If you don't got any reviews, they don't buy your product. So now you got 10 5-star reviews. Now what's gonna happen? That's gonna boost your shop rating up to like a 4.7 or a 5.0 rating. I think TikTok Shop starts you out at like maybe 3.9 or like a 4.1 or something like that. Now you got a high five, you got a 5-star rating. So now you got a high rating for your shop, which pushes your shop up to the very top of the shop. When people look for that particular product, your product is gonna pop up at the top of the shop because you got a 4.7 or a 5.0 rating. You got 10 5-star reviews in there, and also now you got an audience. You put those three together, you got consistent sales, and you got traction, and you got a video that GMV Max Ads can pick up. Now you're attractive to affiliates. That makes sense? That's how it goes. That's why we do what we do here at 1 Mil 1 Year Academy. Guys, check this out. I want you guys to start making your videos. If you got a shop already that's already in action already, you have to continue to make videos, right? But you also need to use our review process, right? So send me a DM if you guys want to use our review process to get you to your first 10 to 15 sales, so you can become attractive to these affiliates, so that they can start advertising your product, so that GMV Max can pick up your actual videos and start spending. That's how it works. That's the new wave. If you don't know this information, which I know you don't, and most people outside of this community don't have this information at all, and they're just gonna continue to try, and they don't even understand how it works now. You're beating a dead horse if we don't get your sales going for you to get traction enough for TikTok to even deem you viable to even start spending money on and start showing you to the affiliates. That's just the game now. That's just what it is. It's sink or swim. It's feast or famine. So if you're a beginner, you've been looking for a way to start an online business and don't know where to start, there should be a description below where you can actually sign up to have a meeting with me and my team, and we can see if you qualify for us to help you build your brand, or for us to build your brand for you, just for us to see how we can help each other, just for us to see where you're at. I don't care if you're starting from scratch. I don't care if you already have an existing business that have not been quite getting consistent sales. We're quite sure we can help you, but I want to see if we're a match first. So click the link. It should be in the description below. Book a meeting with our team. We'll see if you qualify.